Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra and this is very important lecture. This is very special lecture. Actually, I am going to talk about physical relation and sexual relation. Importance of physical relation and sexual relation. Actually, I have met many people and the particular people have a different thoughts, different ideology because of they actually I have met in ISKCON many devotees and also in a generally so in general people I have met many people but they have a different ideology, different views on a sexual life, sexual desire. Many people would consider even in ISKCON temple they would consider sexual desire and also sexual life is not actually right things and they would like to renounce they would like to live their life as a renounced order of life, so they would like to adopt renounced order of life. But actually I want to give you realistic example. If Lord Krishna actually has created this all things, sexual life, sexual desire, everything, actually Lord Krishna has created. Lord Krishna clearly stated, I am the sexual life, but this would not be contrary with our Vedic sculpture, with our sculpture. This is what Madhusudan stated. So we must have to indulge in a sexual intimacy or physical intimacy, but at the same time we don't have to get attached. Attachment is wrong, but sexual intimacy is not wrong. Listen my words very carefully. Sexual intimacy is not wrong, but sexual attachment, every time, every moment, every fraction of the second, if you are thinking about sexual desire, sexual life, then that would be wrong. But if you really want to indulge yourself in sexual relation or physical relation and you have intimacy is there, but if you are not attached, then it's not wrong. Sexual, that kind of intimacy is not wrong. So say you have a sex without any kind of attachment, any kind of desire, any kind of material expectations, then that would be not wrong. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated. In order to be getting a child, then it's not a wrong. This is what Madhusudan clearly stated. This is what Madhava stated. And we have to involve in sexual relation. And actually I have a sister-in-law, and actually I first time actually when I met her, actually I had given her Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and now she become a full-time member of ISKCON. And actually when actually she started to talk with me about her personal life, then she stated, my brother stated to me, he actually told me that I'm not happy with your action because you had given Srimad Bhagavad Gita to her, and now she is living a renounced order of life. She would never like to intimate with me, and at the same time actually I tried to explain her how to means how these all things sexual relation and physical relation are important. Means actually I clearly told her you have to indulge yourself in sexual relations with your husband, but actually she told me that I don't like and I don't want to do so. She clearly told me, but I tried to explain her, Lord Krishna actually want to come in your house as your child. So without sexual intimacy, how Lord Krishna will come? How Lord Krishna will come in your house as a child? How Lord Krishna will take a birth in your house as a child? So you have to indulge yourself, sexually indulge with yourself, with your husband. I clearly told her, but she told me, no, I don't like, because I only want to renounce order of my life. But at the same time, I would say I explained her, means many times, several times I tried to explain her, but she actually doesn't want to change her decision. She actually told me that I don't want to keep any kind of relation with my husband. So but I can't force her, and I tried to explain her, and Lord Krishna's I tried to explain her about the supreme wishes of Lord Krishna. But people are there, people are very rigid, and people are brainwashed. But at the same time, I'm not saying people are brainwashed by ISKCON or any other religious organization, but people are actually they admit because of some misconception of the Vedic sculpture, so they have to change. And the particular person, I tried to explain her, I tried to change herself, but even Lord Krishna will come on this earth and try to change her, try to explain her, but she will never change because she has already decided I don't want to change. But she has already decided I don't want to change my soul, I don't want to be dynamic, and I'm not going to change. So Lord Krishna will fail to do so, even I fail to do so, because chamatkar and also some kind of miracle will never change anybody's soul. If soul itself doesn't want to change, nobody can change the soul, nobody can change the ideology, nobody can change the particular nature of the soul. So this is what Madhusudan clearly stated. So sexual intimacy is required, but without any attachment, without any kind of material desire. So this kind of sexual this kind of sexual intimacy is accepted and also granted in a Vedic sculpture in order to get our kids, our project means our future generation. We have to involve in sexual relation. So this is the importance of sexual relation. I hope you all can understand. If you have any question, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Sri Radhe.